Every great moment in our history began with a dream. Each bold leap forward was achieved by those willing to do anything to attain it. We are, all of us, leaving behind families, homes, the very birthplace of our species. Some for discovery, to see the unknown. Others for a new start. But today, whatever our reasons, we take the first steps toward a new future for humanity. Today, we begin to make our dream reality.
Welcome everyone to episode 3 of Lounge Room Warrior. I'm joined by the boys from Inglorious Gaming, Legend and Trev.
Howdy.
You're all done.
And also here with us today is Bandit.
Though you may want to hang
Yeah,
around
young
while we
Bandit.
revive your sister.
Good,
It always helps
all
to see a
good.
familiar face.
I don't like the sound of that.
Bandit's jumping in for a little guest appearance today. So, yeah. There's your
Chilling
week
in
been,
for the
boys?
twins.
Yeah, not too
Yeah,
bad.
chilling in for the twins. Yeah.
Been sick all week.
Oh, yeah, you sound like shit.
Yeah.
Feel the same as well.
Oh, not surprised. Gotta watch those
Well,
guys.
Yeah,
The
all
gameplay
good,
footage
right,
you're seeing today as well, everyone, is from Mass Effect Andromeda, currently floating in 0G at the moment. So yeah, that's the footage you'll get during this episode today.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Alright, boys. I might jump straight into the news. Anyway.
No worries.
So, I know this week you boys have on your Australian Battlefield 1 server is we're
Everyone okay?
promoting
I
your
think so.
Conquest
What
Cup.
happened?
We're not sure.
Do you want to tell
Sensors
us a
are
bit about it,
scrambled.
Trevor?
But it's
Yeah,
good
well,
to hear up. Feels
first
like
of all,
centuries
kick off by
since
saying it
it's
wasn't actually us that kicked it off. It was a
Yeah.
brainstorm idea from Tinder Tuesdays, and he's in the Anzac clan.
Let's get
So he
have a
runs the
problem over
Anzac
here.
clan with his boys over
It's
there, and
Ryder.
we're good mates with them, and they and we're assisting by being on the committee with the Conquest Cup, and we're looking forward to getting as many platoons and crews together to participate in it. So it should be a good ladder style battle. Is probably the best way to put it, which will be absolutely looking forward to it.
Yeah, all I know is it sounds cool as fuck, and it's a really good thought that he's put to do it.
It's definitely a great idea to kind of, bring in the separate clans in a bit better to kind of introduce all the other Australian and New Zealand people that are currently playing Battlefield 1.
Yeah, and it mixes it up a little bit too. Like games can get a bit repetitive and boring doing the same thing over and over. So it's a good initiative that you boys have put together, I reckon.
Yeah, it's
So,
definitely
yeah.
something I'm looking forward to, and it'd be good to see a couple of the other smaller crews get a bit more of a look in, and hopefully get them their recruiting up as well. So, I mean, more players can only mean more battles, which can only mean more fun.
Yeah, I reckon so. And if anyone wants to set something like a platoon up for Battlefield 1 under the Lounge Room Warrior, I'm more than happy to do it. Just send me in a message at Lounge Room Warrior, and I'll look into making our own platoon and all that. But, and we might be able to enter things like that if we get enough interest. So more than happy to do stuff like that. So yeah. The second bit of news that come up through the week is on Friday, Friday the 13th, the game got released. And the only way that I can describe this really
I don't like the sound of
is
that.
as a game of hide and seek.
It just means the
Now, at the
process can
moment,
take a bit
there's
longer
no
than usual.
single player.
Sam?
There is no single player
My connection to Sarah's implant was suspended.
campaign. there is only multiplayer, and you, one person will play as Jason, and you've got to go around and try and catch all the other teenagers that, or the other players that are play as teenagers that are trying to escape, find different car parts and stuff like that. I haven't played the game. This is just going off the trailers and what I've heard around anyway. So, what do you boys think? Is this a game that you'd be interested in playing, or?
I had a watch of the trailer. It looks pretty interesting to play, to be honest. It's definitely a game you'd probably want to play in the daytime, otherwise you'd probably shit yourself.
Only you, legend.
Yeah, probably. Don't really like those types of movies and games. But I have played the Saw game before, and I shit myself there. But in saying that, it does look like a fairly fun game to play. You definitely have to play it with a group of people you know. It would be a lot better. But in saying that, it still looks like a pretty good game. Going around and killing people.
I think it looks pretty good, to be honest. I've seen a lot worse games, and I think the idea behind it would be really good online. They are releasing a single player later on down the track, so you're just going to have to see how that goes anyway. And and it was pretty cheap on PS Store as well. It's not really that expensive, so
With the multiplayer, I think that's a bit better, because when you're versing a computer, sometimes it's harder to play against a computer, to be honest. And when you're playing with actual humans, it just brings in a bit of X factor kind of thing.
Yeah, I'd be more interested in like a story type thing, you know, along the lines of Friday the 13th, more than anything.
Yeah,
so
that's good too, as well. Nothing wrong with having a actual campaign story to it. That'd be mint as well.
Me personally, I like the unpredictability of adding the human factor into it. There's only so much programming, and programming can be predictable, if that makes sense. Like take for instance, I don't know, AIs in first-person shooters. They're not the most intelligent. Like sometimes they don't even duck for cover. You know.
No, well, they're programmed to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, having the human element in it would be very interesting. Then it change your gameplay completely, I reckon.
Yeah. No, I understand what you mean. I just like a good storyboard game. That's about it. So, but yeah, I'll probably pick it up one day and have a play of it when I've got the money anyway. But a bit tight at the moment. But I'll probably already have it. So yeah. The second bit of news that we've got is the delay in Red Dead Redemption. I'm a bit disappointed that I've got to wait on a game that I absolutely love and been waiting for a while. What do you boys think? Delay a good thing or a bad thing? Or?
I love it when studios delay their games. Like, I mean, first of all, they're telling you, it tells you straight up that they want to get it right. They want to, you know, iron out those bugs, iron out those glitches as best they can, before they put it on release, you know. And I would prefer a studio, unlike some, maybe the creators of Mass Effect, cough cough, that should have delayed the game a little bit more, polished it up a little bit more, and then put it out. And then, so it like that, I'm more than happy. I reckon the delay can only be a good thing.
Exactly right, man. I think when developers do that, delay games, I think it's in gamers' best interest. That it kind of shows that they're admitting that they don't have it ready, man, and then they want to make it as best they can for the gamers so that they can enjoy it more. So I'm happy that they're taking a little bit longer to create it, but I hope, in all honesty, that they don't take too long, because everyone's looking forward to it. I know I am.
Yeah.
And that's what I gotta say.
I'm looking forward to it. I loved Red Dead Redemption, so I thought it was one of the best games that I've played. It's probably it'd be up there with my favourite series as well, but I don't think I've ever played a bad Rockstar game, to be honest. So,
no, I'd have to agree there. I like pretty much their Grand Theft Autos and that. They do a bloody good job, and Red Dead Redemption for me is my ultimate favourite. So I love me Western and that. To be able to ride around on a horse and shoot people with a 6-shooter is just gold.
Yeah.
They don't call you bandit for nothing.
You may be Pathfinder, but this is
Well,
my ship.
when I think about it though, I do think that the Westerns are a very unappreciated genre these days in gaming, TV, and fucking movies. So
Nobody said anything about running
I think
into
that
an
there could be a lot
energy
more of them. I
cloud.
think
And
there's a lot
that's
of
just a wild
potential
guess
there
what
for
we
them.
hit.
So yeah. Also Friday we had the big reveal of Far Cry 5.
Hell
Alec, I
yes.
need to assess the damage.
They've
Stop the
been
bleeding.
slowly
We've got
drip feeding us
20,000 people
little bits and
asleep on this
pieces
ship. Let's
for the
give them a
last
chance
week.
to wake up.
Sorry.
Can you blame her?
We get a crossover.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry. We're getting a bit of a crossover there.
Oh, righto.
But yeah, they've been slowly drip feeding us this Hope County, and they've released a trailer there on Friday night. I think it looks pretty good. The way they've set it up, because it was a bit confusing as to how they were going to set it up in an American setting.
Yeah.
So they've set it up that basically it's a religious nut, and he's forming a cult and shut everything down. And all I can say is everything that I've heard from it, you can fully customize your own character. It's fully co-op, the same as what Far Cry 4 was. And I can't wait for it. Far Cry would be one of me, it'd be my favourite series of any game. I love playing the Far Cries. The story's always great. The scenery's great. It's open world. There's so much you can do.
Exactly. There's just so much you can do in the game. Any game like that where there's multiple options and different ways you can finish the game it's always great, and Far Cry really portrays that. So hopefully this, by the sounds of it, this number 5 is gonna deliver on that.
Yeah, I think it will more than any. I don't think we'll be disappointed at all. They're always really good with them. I'm pretty sure it's February 27 or something like that. Around, I'd have to double check that date, but I think it's around the 27th of February it's getting released, which is a long ways off yet. Yeah, it's a long ways off yet. But I like the beginning of the year type of things. Gives me time to play more games over Christmas, because I know that I'll put a lot of hours into Far Cry when that gets released. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, and all the new things that you can possibly do with it as well. So
I love the trailer. The reveal trailer was beautiful. The graphics looked amazing.
Alright everyone, we've decided that we might change up the game a little bit. Just had a little bit of a break from the show for a little bit. Try to keep fresh. But yeah, Far Cry 5. It comes out February 27th. I'm pretty sure I've read. I haven't wrote that down, so I'm pretty sure it's about right anyway. But I'll definitely be picking it up, and I know a few of you boys will be picking it up too. So that brings us to the next bit, which is the Spider-Man trailer. Which I'm actually really excited about. I think Tom Holland's a really good addition to the Spider-Man. I think he makes a great Spider-Man. And the trailer, it looks funny, and I think it'll be one of the best movies that Marvel's done in the cinematic universe anyway, for the most. So what did you boys think of the trailer?
Loved it. I thought it was really good. Just with the different direction they're going with it, and thank fuck they're not killing Uncle Ben again.
Yeah, well, it's not another origin story. Everyone knows how Spider-Man becomes Spider-Man. So, yeah, and it looks like, you know, Iron Man has a very big part in this. You can tell by his Spider-Man suit that it looks very Tony Starky, and it's got all different sorts of things in it. I'm not sure how legit that is to the actual origins of the Spider-Man comics and stuff, of him having the gizmos and shit from Tony Stark. But either way, I like it, and I'm really looking forward to playing it anyway.
Yeah, definitely. The trailer looks really good, man. The actor, as you said, Tom Holland, looks like he did a really good job in Avengers Civil War. And like going off that, he's definitely got to produce the goods in this new Spider-Man movie. To be honest, the older ones weren't as great, and like this one seems to have a bit of comedy in it as well. And you know, Iron Man, I'm guessing most people watch this have seen Iron Man, and that's always got some comedy in it. And Robert Downey Jr. will, I'm sure he'll be in it in this movie a little bit as well, and I'm sure he'll bring a bit of comedy to it, and which is always good for an action movie. It changes it up a bit.
Yeah, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of Aunt May, because looking good. Best looking Aunt May anyway in Civil War, so hopefully we see more of her.
Definitely no complaining.
No, I'm not. Definitely not. You got any thoughts, Bandit?
I haven't actually seen the trailer, so yeah. But I'll give it a watch. I don't mind. Most of them spoilers, whatever.
Well, it's on the page anyway, so go and have a look at it if you haven't seen it yet, because it is a really good trailer. Yeah, I can't wait for it, to be honest. I'll probably go see it when it as soon as it comes out. Because I'm really big on the Marvel Cinematic Universe as it is, so MCU. So yeah, they're my favourite movies at the moment. So yeah, love them. Now there's another bit of news that Spider-Man comes out on July 7th. And also Tom Holland was actually cast as a young Drake for an Uncharted movie that's coming up. What do you boys think? Do you think that's a good call or a bad call?
I think
it's a good thing, to be honest.
I reckon it's good, but I really hope they get the story right, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want them to ad-lib and come up with their own shit, and, you know, like Hollywood does sometimes. Completely changes the story.
It goes with anything. Yeah. No, I'm not a big fan of change with things like this. I know that they tend to fuck it up more than what they don't. I mainly think it's because they're doing it in movies and they're trying to squeeze too much in it. But with Spider-Man and that, I think they'll work that well, because they've got the MCU and all the other movies have worked well. But with the Uncharted, I'm actually just looking forward to another fucking, you know, Tomb Raider, fucking Indiana Jones, archaeological friggin' sort of movie, because that's what
treasure style movie.
Yeah, because you know, what was the other one with Nicolas Cage in it? National Treasure. One. There was the same sort of thing. Yeah. So I quite enjoy those movies, and Uncharted has that bit of mythical creatures and stuff behind it. They have the Yetis in the third one, I believe. So yeah, I think he'll do well. I like Tom Holland as an actor. So I hope he does well anyway. So all the best for him. And yeah. The next bit of news is that Tom Cruise was on a radio show or a TV show or something through the week, and he has actually said that they're definitely doing a Top Gun 2. I've heard a little bit of it here and there in the past that they're thinking of doing that. So what do you boys think? Do we want a Top Gun 2, or did Top Gun die when Goose died?
Top Gun is over 30 years old, or nearly 30 years old. They should just leave it, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with you there. Don't make it a Top Gun 2. If anything, just reboot it, redo it. I don't think they will. And I personally, I think that's what they're doing. They're rebooting it, but they're trying not to disattach from the original movie. And I'd say that Maverick will be a flight instructor at Top Gun, and he'll be bringing through the next, you know, renegade fighter pilot through Top Gun. Which will probably make for an interesting movie, to be honest. But if they do it that way, I'm more than happy for them to have Top Gun 2 and just follow on from that. But don't try to make it where Maverick's getting back into the thing and just try to rise Tom Cruise's career. At least try to make it, leave it a little bit of dignity at least, because it was a good movie that I grew up with anyway. So yeah, what do you think, Trev?
I completely agree. Let it die. Either that or do a reboot with new actors. You know, Tom Cruise, not, well, you know, the guy can act, yeah, fair enough. Not good, but he can act.
Oh, on his acting ability, I've got nothing wrong with Tom Cruise, you know, he is a very good actor, and the recent movies, like Jack Reacher movies, and, what is it, that friggin' other one that he's making soon, the Die Repeat, or whatever it is, they keep changing the name of. I think he does do well in movies. I've got no doubt about that. He might be a bit weird outside of it, but you know, who isn't? So, you know, James Franco is probably the weirdest person in fucking Hollywood, to be honest. And I would not go and watch one of his movies as long as he's in it. So I'll leave that there.
Fair enough.
Well, have you seen a documentary called Kink?
No.
Don't see it.
Okay.
that is
strange.
well, it's produced by James Franco, and I read that it had something to do with James Franco without thinking what it was, and apparently James Franco also owns parts in some sort of dominatrix fucking porno company. So yeah, that was a bit different. So. Oh well. Yeah, I've got nothing wrong with Tom Cruise whatsoever in movies. It's just I don't really think. I think it's been too long to make a Top Gun 2, like Bandit said. So yeah, and I know I'm giving Legend homework to actually watch Top Gun, because for some reason he's the only person on Earth that hasn't seen it.
I haven't seen it all either, so.
Doesn't tickle me fancy.
Yeah.
All right. So what happened was, we were talking about it the other day, and Legend actually thought that Top Gun was a video game. He didn't even know it was a movie. That's how far off he was. So he was looking forward to playing Top Gun 2. So we've given him some homework to go and watch Top Gun, and next week he's going to tell us whether or not they should make another one or not. So, alright.
You gonna do it, Lex? You gonna watch Top Gun?
Yeah, maybe.
Do it.
Maybe. Ready to watch it and think it's a new thing and actually like it and actually want Top Gun 2. He'll be the only person that actually wants it because it's something new to him.
Yeah.
He hasn't watched it 100 million times. That brings us to our last bit of news anyway. Our last bit of news is Lawbreakers. It's a new game. It pretty much looks exactly like what Overwatch was. So I know I'm going to sign up for the beta on their website. Once you can go on the website and sign up for it. Once I get a chance, I'll sign up to it and give their beta a go, and that'll determine whether or not I want to buy the game or not. But I quite enjoyed Overwatch, but this looks exactly pretty much a knockoff of it. Though it looks like, it says it's gravity defying, which would be the same in the name. They're Lawbreakers, so that'd mean that, you know, there's going to be more flips and probably slow-mo shots and shit like that, or I'm not sure. It's going to be a multiplayer game more than likely, or most likely, so it could be a bit of fun. But yeah, what do you boys think? I thought the trailer looked really cool, if it was a movie. Or a TV show, it would look pretty cool.
Yeah, it did look cool, and you know, as all trailers do, they try and get you hyped up for whatever's coming out. But yeah, it's a reskinned Overwatch or Battle, fucking whatever it is. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, that's all I can think, is that it's going to be an Overwatch remake. Just someone else try to do a different type of thing off it. I know that they think that's not what they've done, but well, time will only tell. This could be actually a really good game, but we're not going to know until we play it, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for now, because I did enjoy the trailer. So, and it's not going to be the first game that's knocked off another game, like Saints Row and Grand Theft Auto, and then they kind of went their own way, but yeah, just the way that it goes anyway. So, you boys got anything else to say about that, or?
No.
You good, Ledge?
I saw a trailer. Like it does look to Overwatch. I can't really judge, man. I haven't played Overwatch, but by the trailer, it was screaming out Call of Duty to me, like with all the jumping and the jetpacking, and so
yeah,
it didn't really have my.
I don't mind that. I wouldn't mind all the jetpacking that in Call of Duty if it was actually another game and that's what you knew you were going into. You know, like it's just the fact that it's supposed to be a war game that really upsets me that you got jetpacks and shit. Really.
Yeah.
So, you know, video games are video games, and there's different genres and that. But it's like Call of Duty tries to reinvent the genre, and they just went in the wrong direction with it. So
Yeah, they went backwards for sure.
yeah,
For sure.
But hopefully they'll improve it. That brings us to our question of the week. Anyway, the question of the week that we've got this week was, what game are you most looking forward to? I think out of the ones that have been announced and that we know about at the moment, I think Far Cry 5 is definitely the one that I'm looking forward to the most. I can't think of anything other than if they announced a Fallout 5 would be anything else that I'd look forward to more, to be honest, at this stage of my life. So yeah, I just think Far Cry is just a great series in general. And it's really a game I can't wait to get my hands on. The trailer and everything they've put out this week is just, they've built it up really well, and they've made me really want this game. So, and I normally don't really like it that much that, you know, they build it up and drag it out the way that they do, but I'm really looking forward to Fallout 5. Trev, what game are you looking forward to most?
Call of Duty, but zombies.
Yeah, zombies.
When they eventually release zombies out of it. As you all know, and I've said many times before, I want a standalone zombie game with a friggin' story. Like, it's all well and good going around the map, collecting the pieces and unlocking the story. I love that. But what I want is an actual story game of that. Would be awesome.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. But I don't think they'll do it.
Sell to a lot of people.
Yeah, I think they could make a standalone game on their own of the zombies. I've said that before, and I think the way they do it, they think, oh yeah, we can make some money by adding the zombies, because everyone downloads the DLCs of the zombies, and you know, I think that's what everyone does look forward to the most. But yeah, bring out a story mode one and actually have it as the thing, you know.
Our dreadnought has arrived.
I think it could be. It'd really work as I've said, as its own game. Legend, what are you looking forward to most? What game are you looking forward to most?
I'm tossing up between 3 games, man. It's such a hard choice. Of the top 3 for me would be Destiny 2, Call of Duty World War 2, and Red Dead Redemption. And they're just 3 big games that are coming out very close to each other. But for me, the one that tops it off for me would definitely be Call of Duty. I love my first-person shooters, and I haven't played the last couple of Call of Duties due to the fact they have had jetpacks, and it's just ruined it for me. So I'm really looking forward to this one coming out very soon. Yeah,
I think it's very highly anticipated. Like Legend said in previous episode, he thinks it'll be a game of the year, and I don't think he's too far off the money, but only if they do it right. If they don't, if they fuck it up, it's just going to make it worse for them. But I think they'll do well with it. I think they've realised what they've done, and they're going backwards with it. So they're trying to backtrack and win back the support of people. And I know there's a lot of people that have jumped the battlefield, but I'm really keeping an eye on the whole new Call of Duty concept. So yeah. Bandit, I forgot about you. What game are you looking forward to the most?
Definitely Red Dead Redemption.
We have taken objective Charlie.
The new Red Dead Redemption. Just love that western scene and everything, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And
we control all objectives.
Say Call of Duty World War 2. Love the World War 2 scene as well. So.
Yeah. It is very hard to narrow it down to just one game. I don't know how Trev managed to narrow it down to a part in a game.
don't get me wrong.
There's plenty of good games coming out.
There are great games coming out, but you know, it's what I want and what we get are two different things, you know.
Yeah, I understand that, and we're never going to get what we want from every game.
Oh, no, never.
If you ever do get a game that you've got everything that you want from it, I want to know about it because I've never played one that's completely, absolutely perfect. Your missus is yelling out Zelda, so she has issues. But yeah, Legend, you managed to go and watch Pirates of the Caribbean at the movies this week, twice might I add. Is it really that good of a movie, or was you just sucking up your missus by taking it?
Nah, I'll definitely, well, maybe not a third time, but my opinion, I'm happy that I went and saw it twice. It's such a great movie. You definitely need to go see it. To be honest, the fourth one for me, Stranger Tides, really let me down compared to the first three ones. Well, this one's definitely definitely a lot better than the fourth one, in my opinion. It's probably the best one that I've seen, so definitely go watch the fifth one. And I'm pretty sure last episode, if you guys watched, Jono here said he hoped that it would cover how Jack Sparrow became like pretty much a pirate legend, and how he's like portrayed as such a legendary character. And this movie has a clip in there, and it shows how he becomes captain and how he is known as such a fearsome pirate. I wouldn't say fearsome because he's a bit clumsy sometimes, but such a well-known pirate in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. So I don't want to say too much more, otherwise I'll give it away, but you definitely need to go see it. It's such a great movie. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're not here to spoil things, but we'll let you know what we think and what's good. Obviously, Ledge is encouraging you to go see it, and from what he said, I think I'd be happy to go and see it when I get the time. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, I might go and see it as well. So, yeah, I thought that Pirates of the Caribbean was dead after the last one, and they brought another one, and I was a bit unsure. But by the sounds of it, they've really turned it around, and they haven't killed it off completely. So, no, it's good work. So that pretty well brings us to the end of the show anyway, for this week. I know next week we're definitely going to be doing an E3 special, because E3 follows the week after. And we'll just do like a hopes and productions. That'll probably take up most of the show, unless something amazing comes out in movie or TV wise. I don't think there will be really much in there. We'll mostly just dot over the news, and we'll talk about things that are coming up at E3 and what we want from it, and you know what our thoughts are on it anyway. And then after E3 we'll do an episode where you know we'll talk about what come out of E3, the surprises, and what we think and what we're excited about. So yeah, if you haven't already, go and like the boys over in Glorious Gaming. So they threw some pretty good videos up there, mostly of them playing Battlefield. I don't think there's really, I don't know what other games you can throw up videos like they make of it anyway, because Battlefield just works so well with it. But I'm sure there'll be, as time goes on, they'll throw up other games that they're playing and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
When Call of Duty comes out, I'll definitely be putting some videos of that on there, and when Red Dead comes out, I might even record some old style gunplay of Assassin's Creed Black Flag for the next episode. So.
Oh, you watch that much Pirates of the Caribbean, have you?
Yeah, I want to play a really good pirate game, and the one that comes to mind is Black Flags.
It is a great game,
but I never actually played it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing out, Bandit. Get into it.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit interested on that pirate one they're making for fucking Xbox. That one looks cool as fuck. where you play as a crew with your mates. You go around and take down other crews and shit. Can't remember what it's called, but hopefully we'll hear more about that at E3 anyway. That they're putting it on PlayStation or something would be great. I don't think so. Yeah. Also, go and like the Australian Battlefield 1 community as well. I'm a part of it. I love being part of it. The boys are good, fun to play with. They mix it up every week now. They're going through a new thing, hardcore on Sundays, new maps towards the end of the week, and yeah, it's a really good way to learn how to play the game. I know my skills have improved tenfold since I've done that, and learned to play with others. So yeah, it's really good. So yeah, and if you haven't liked Lounge Room Warrior or don't know what it's about, go and like the page, have a look, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you around, and don't be afraid to comment on things that I post up, or have a chat, have a conversation about it. I like to hear everyone's thoughts. Everyone's thoughts are different, and that's probably why we have so many of us on the show, because it just gives it more of a variety on things that we talk about. So yeah, but until episode 4, I'll catch you later. Thanks for your help, boys.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having us.
Take it easy.